of the company and Chairman of the Corporate Social Responsibility of the company. Mrs. Indu Libran, Chairperson of Audit and Director on the board of your company. She is also the Chairperson of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee, a member of Stakeholder Relationship Committee and Social Responsibility Committee of the company. Mr. Rajiv Sharma is a non-executive director of the company and the chairman of Stakeholder Relationship Committee of the company. Mr. Shekhar Tiwari, Chief Financial Officer of the company. Mrs. Megha Jain, partner, Mrs. MJ and Associates, LLP Chartered Accountants, the statutory auditors of the company. Mr. Mahesh Kumar Gupta, practicing company secretary, the secretarial auditors of the company. Mr. Gaurav Sharma from Beetle Financial and Computer Services Private Limited joined as a host moderator for this annual general meeting. I welcome all the board members and other panelists for being with us today. Mr. Ashok Trivedi, chairman of the company, could not join the meeting due to certain business exigencies. May I therefore request the directors present at the meeting who will learn amongst themselves to be the chairman of the meeting. Directors, please.
I would suggest that Mr. Razdan may chair the meeting.
Okay, sure, ma'am. Name of Mr. Rahul Razdan has been proposed as the chairman of the meeting. Therefore, I request Mr. Rahul Razdan to preside the 35th annual general meeting of the company in accordance with Article 53 of the Articles of Association of the company.
I thank the board members for electing me to chair the 35th AGM of the company.
The participation of members through video conferencing is being reckoned for the purpose of quorum as per the circulars of Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Quorum for the meeting is present. I request the chair to call the meeting to order.
Quorum is present and I call the meeting to order. Dear shareholders, it gives me immense pleasure to share the performance of your company for the year and our prospects on the way forward. I appreciate your support and confidence in us, which enthuses us to work harder towards creating greater value in the food processing industry. Let me give you a little brief about the economic and the business overview. The global economy appears to be stabilizing with a steady yet overwhelming growth rates. Further, intensifying downside risks dominate the outlook amid escalating trade tensions and financial market adjustments. Divergent and swiftly changing policy positions or deteriorating sentiments could lead to even tighter global financial conditions. Racketing up the trade war and heightened trade policy uncertainty may further hinder both short-term and long-term prospects. Performance of the company. During the financial year 24-25, your company achieved a total revenue of 151 crores against the 121 crores in the previous financial year. Considering the performance and future requirements of the company, the board of directors of the company has recommended a dividend of 5% for the year 24-25 after taking into account business exigencies. The landscape has changed as the governments around the world reorder the policy priorities. A series of new tariff measures by the United States and the countermeasures by its trading partners have been announced and implemented, ending up a near universal US tariff on April 2nd, 2025, and bringing effective tariff rates to the level not seen in the last 100 years. India has emerged as the fastest growing major economy in the world and is expected to be one of the top 3 economic powers in the world over the next decade. Backed by its robust democracy and strong partnerships, India is poised to lead global economy once again, with the International Monetary Funds projecting it to remain the fastest growing economy over the next 2 years. Despite this slight moderation, the overall outlook remains strong. The consistency signals not only the strength of the India's macroeconomic fundamentals, but also its capacity to sustain momentum in the complex international environment. Despite global uncertainties and downward revisions in the growth forecast for the larger economies, India is still set to maintain its leadership in the global economic growth. Industry scenario and the development. The food processing sector in India is characterized by the diverse structure, which includes various subsectors that cater to the different consumer needs and preferences. This diversity not only enhances the sector's resilience but also reflects the country's vast agriculture base. The sector has undergone rapid transformation driven by its vast agriculture base, rising domestic demands, and supportive government policies. India is poised to emerge as a global leader in the food processing sector with an impressive growth trajectory. Agriculture sector forms the backbone of the India's food processing industry. India being the largest producer of the fruits, vegetables, millets, tea and food grain as well as the milk and livestock globally. A business overview on flex foods. Freeze-dried products. Freeze-dried products are a widespread preservation alternative in the modern industry to preserve their original texture, color, flavor, aroma, and nutrients. Today, there are numerous examples of freeze-dried products on the market: freeze-dried foods, freeze-dried fruit, freeze-dried flowers, etc. Among their advantages are their long shelf life without compromising the quality, and ease of transport and storage by significantly reducing the weight of the product. As the demand for these lightweight, easy to store item grows, certain global markets have emerged as the key players in the freeze-dried product industry. The global freeze-dried product market is thriving with the key players spread across different continents. The demand for these lightweight, nutrient-dense options is driven by the diverse factors, including the lifestyle choices, health consciousness, and growing interest in the sustainable and convenient food solutions. As the company continues to witness innovations in the food technology of the freeze-dried products and air-dried herbs in India and the changing consumer preferences, the freeze-dried market is poised for a certain expansion. Air-dried products. One of the biggest drivers of the market expansion is heightened consumer interest in the minimally processed, additive-free food products. As more health-conscious consumers call for the natural and nutrient-rich food products, air-dried food products are quickly gaining traction as their potential to retain the major nutrients, minerals, and flavors with no artificial additives position them as a desirable alternative. The popularity of air-dried food is also on the rise. The global air-dried food market has grown due to the easy availability to the variety of the packaging foods, including the air-dried packaging foods, rising consumer health consciousness, and rising customer appetite to pay higher price even for the air-dried foods. Individually quick frozen products. IQF technology extends the shelf life of the food products, reducing food waste and allowing for the greater distribution and storage flexibility. The increasing demand for the convenient and ready-to-eat food products is driving the industry growth. Further, the trend towards the plant-based diets and meat alternatives has led to a surge in the demand for the IQF frozen fruits, vegetables, and plant-based proteins to cater to the growing vegan and vegetarian consumer base. In terms of the product categories, mushrooms. A rapid augmentation in the health awareness has accelerated the consumption of different varieties of the mushroom as a nutrient-rich, low-calorie food source. Increase in the popularity of the organic and sustainable products aids the mushroom market share expansion, aligning with the environmental and the health trends worldwide. The company produces the premium quality champagne mushrooms throughout the year, strictly under the controlled atmospheric conditions. The company enhances the freeze-dried technique and ensures that the product retains the color, flavor, nutritional value better than the other drying methods. World-class manufacturing facility with the state-of-art technology quality system makes the company a leading player in this category. Fruits and vegetables. It's good to announce that the company has diverted into the fruits and vegetable market also, and the global fruit and vegetable market is undergoing a period of profound transformation driven by a combination of shifting consumer demands, innovative processing technologies, and rapidly evolving distribution methods. In the recent years, this market has become increasingly complex due to the blend of traditional agriculture practices and modern approaches, that cater simultaneously to the sustainability and health-focused trends. Herbs and spices. Herbs and spices are extensively used in the food and beverage as flavor enhancers and to give a special aroma to the food and beverage to appease the changing taste and preferences and the flavor profiles of the individual worldwide. The usage of different herbs and spices is rising as an increasing number of individuals are trying to replicate the restaurant style flavor in the dishes that they make at home. The growing product demand in the food and beverage sector, widespread adoption of spices for the medicinal purposes, government support, sustainable sourcing, continuous innovation, and introduction of the new blends are some of the major factors propelling this market. The opportunities and strengths. The food processing industry in India is rapidly emerging as the vital cog in the nation's economy. Food processing increases the value of the agriculture products and reduces wastage, while also creating job opportunity and enhancing the food security. Food processing is the mainstay of driving agricultural and economic development in India. It is also strategically placed to boost innovations that would work towards the raising the livelihoods of millions in this country. But along with that, there are some threats and mitigation strategies. While food processing provides an opportunity to utilize the excess production efficiently, ensuring food and nutritional security and supporting the farmers, Indian food processing industry still faces a lot of threats, like the infrastructural limitations, lack of proper storage, lack of cold chain facilities, competition from the global players, especially China, fluctuating raw material prices, stringent quality and safety standards as required by the European and US markets, seasonality of the operations, and low capacity utilization, fragmented regulatory environment. These problems hinders the growth of the sector and increase the wastage of product. Internal control systems, their adequacy and operative effectiveness. Internal control is an essential part of the corporate governance and the management of the company. The company has defined the operating principles for the internal control. The audit committee of the company monitors the effectiveness and efficiency of the internal control system and correctness of the financial reporting. Human resources and industrial relations. The company has amicable employee relations at all the locations and would like to place on record its sincere appreciation for the unstinted support it continues to receive from all its employees. The company also continued to focus on the manpower productivity and efficiency during the financial year under review and hence drives various development interventions in this regard in the line up with the organizational objectives. The company is also committed to foster employee engagement and connect while maintaining a safe and healthy workplace. Sustainability and environment concerns. As a responsible corporate citizen, the company continues to make efforts towards reducing its environmental impact and work towards the well-being and inclusive development of the society. Further, the company gives utmost importance to the health and safety of its workers and the environment it operates in. The company provides a clean, hygienic, and safe working environment to its employees and provides them with the appropriate training to carry out their duties safely. Prevention of safety-related incidents is one of the company's highest priorities. The company strictly adheres to all the EHS-related laws and regulations. Our vision for the future growth. I am delighted to announce that the company has prioritized and carried out extensive R&D work in the process and product development of the company. I can proudly announce that now we have started doing the freeze-dried strawberry, yogurt, flavored corn, banana powder, apple, pumpkin, banana slices, blueberry, papaya. Some of the air-dried products also have been added like sweet potato, organic sprouted rice, millets, and pulses, grains and flours. Organic sprouted multigrain crackers and noodles also have been added to the company's portfolio. Further, the continuous training programs are done at the plant location for the EMS and for the farmers for the growing organic and conventional herbs for the good agriculture practices to grow herbs and vegetables as per US and Euro and EU norms, which are our major markets. Backward integration for the growing of the herbs with increased area of cultivation for the sustained and quality supply of the fresh herbs at the Hosur, which is a new plant in the Tamil Nadu. Certification of grass along with the updated version 6 of the global gap. Also, I would like to announce here that the South plant has been certified by the Costco, CVS, and Walmart in the US, and we will be shipping our goods to them also in the near future. On the behalf of the company, I extend my sincere gratitude to all the shareholders, vendors, customers, dealers, business associates, and other stakeholders, namely the central and the state governments, banks, government agencies, NGOs, for extending their support to the company. I also express my sincere appreciation to the board of directors, the management team for the invaluable contributions. Once again, I thank you all for being with us today and end with warm regards and good wishes for each one of you. Now, Mr. Himanshu Luthra is advised to brief the members on the procedure and objects and reasons for the resolutions proposed for the consideration and approval by the members. Thank you.
With the permission of Chair, let me quickly take you through the general instructions to members for participation in the meeting. The facility for joining the meeting through VC is made available to 1,000 members of the company on first come, first served basis. In addition, large shareholders, directors, KMPs, and institutional investors can also join the meeting. Registered office of the company at Dehradun will be deemed venue for the meeting, and all the proceedings of AGM shall be deemed to be therein. Register of directors and key managerial personnel and the register of contracts are made available electronically at the website of the company for inspection of the members during AGM. Pursuant to MC circulars, the facility for appointment of proxy by the members is not applicable, and therefore the proxy register is not available for inspection. Similarly, facility for voting by show of hands is not available. The company had provided the facility to cast votes electronically via remote e-voting on all resolutions set forth in the notice from 18th August 2025 9 a.m. to 20th August 2025 5 p.m. Members who have not casted their votes via remote e-voting and who are participating in this meeting will now have an opportunity to cast their votes today through the e-voting system provided by CDSL. E-voting facility is already open for members to cast their vote and shall be available for 30 minutes after the meeting. The Board of Directors has appointed Mr. Mahesh Kumar Gupta, Practicing Company Secretary, as scrutinizer to supervising the e-voting process. He is also present as panelist. The resolution set forth in the notice shall be deemed to be passed today, subject to receipt of requisite majority votes. The results of this AGM will be posted on website of the company, sent to the stock exchange, and given to service provider vis-a-vis CDSL. Business of the meeting. Notice of 35th AGM along with Directors' Report, Statutory Auditors' Report, and Secretarial Auditors' Report and Annual Accounts for FY 24-25 have been sent to the members within the prescribed timelines. Also, in accordance with the circulars of the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, the company has given mandatory pre- and post-dispatch advertisements regarding the AGM. Since the notice has been circulated with the shareholders, we take the notice dated 16th May 2025 of this annual general meeting as read. Further, members may note that there are no qualifications, observations, or adverse remarks in the report of statutory auditors and secretarial auditors for FY 24-25. These reports, being unqualified, are to be taken as read. Business for the AGM. Business to be transacted through e-voting at the meeting today's ordinary business. Item number 1 of the notice, ordinary resolution to consider and adopt audited financial statements of the company for the financial year ended March 31st, 2025, together with the reports of Board of Directors and the auditors thereon. Item number 2 of the notice, ordinary resolution to declare the dividend on the equity shares of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2025. Item number 3 of the notice, ordinary resolution to appoint a director in place of Mr. Rajiv Sharma, non-executive, non-independent director, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers himself for reappointment. Special business, item number 4 of the notice, ordinary resolution for appointment of secretarial auditors for a term of 5 consecutive years commencing from financial year 2025-26 to financial year 2029-30. As a reminder to all the shareholders, e-voting facilities is being opened and will remain open for 30 minutes after the close of the meeting. Such shareholders who have not casted their votes so far can cast their votes. I would like to bring to the notice of the panelists and to the shareholders that the company has received certain requests from the shareholders to be speaker and receive queries as well. To answer these queries from the shareholders, I request Mr. Rahul Razdan, Whole-time Director and CEO of our company, to address these. So please address the queries.
So there was one query where you see the light in the end of the tunnel. The management sees opportunities for a turnaround as the market demands improve, new products are introduced, and the Hosur plant operates now closer to the capacity. These factors combined with the strong sector and economic outlooks for India, which are signaling potential for the recovery and a good future. There is another query: what will be the growth triggers in the first half and the second half? Growth triggers for our business in the first half includes expanding into new markets, establishing new customer base, increased capacity utilization, product development, and new product launch. In the second half, the growth is likely to be driven by the holiday season and also by the export orders, ramping domestic distribution and inventory optimization. Core growth drivers across the year will be operational efficiency, export market diversification, amongst others. Please give the production capacity utilization figures for the month of April, May, June. We have two plants. Dehradun plants has operated at an average of 96%. Hosur plant at an average of about 70% on an average in the last quarter. What was the capacity utilization last year? Last year, Dehradun plant was working at a capacity of almost 85-88%. That was the average. Hosur plant was doing only at about 49 to 50%, which has now improved to almost 70% in the first quarter. And I'm hoping that in the second quarter onwards, it will be almost 85 to 90%. What are the new innovations and the new product launches did after the April 1st? This year, we have successfully launched freeze-dried strawberry into the US market in the retail pack as well as in the bulk pack, and it has got a very positive response from the market itself. We have also started doing banana, mango, and some of the other pickled cucumber from the South India. In Dehradun, we have brought two new innovative products like FD curd and also yogurt, which is the first of its kind, and these are being sold at the moment in the domestic market with the good, impressive results. What are the cost-cutting initiatives and the production enhancement activities done by the management? Management has taken several cost-cutting initiatives and production enhancement activities as a part of the operational strategy. These include energy conservation measures, technology and process enhancement, operation rationalization, supply chain and inventory management, and automation and smart production. What is the view of the management going forward? Sustainability of the profit earning growth will remain a challenge in the coming quarters. We all remain optimistic about the long-term growth and profitability. Our strategy continues to focus on strengthening our core operations, enhancing efficiency, and pursuing disciplined expansion into the high potential markets. We are committed to the maintaining robust margins through the cost optimization, product innovation, and customer-centric offerings. Looking forward, we anticipate steady demand, ongoing improvements on our product portfolio, and deeper customer engagement will continue to drive sustainable growth. While we remain agile to respond to the market shifts and economic uncertainties, our goal is to deliver enduring value for our stakeholders through resilient and adaptive business model. What are the management efforts to improve working capital to the sales ratio, ROCE, net debt to the EBITDA multiple, OPM debtor days, and interest coverage ratios? The management rely on implementing automation and leveraging fixed asset to improve the working capital oblique sales ratio and negotiating favorable supplier terms. Our focus is on streamlining production, especially in the Hosur unit, and reducing waste, along with launching new products with higher margins products to overall improve the profitability. Increasing domestic and export sales to improve the cash flow and reducing negative working capital impact. Optimizing inventories and receivables. Management strategy to improve ROCE includes increasing utilization of the capacity at the new Krishnagiri plant, enhancing product mix, including value-added products like freeze-dried snacks targeted for the export market, focus on the cost control and operational efficiencies to reduce the overheads and enhance operational margins, continued investment in the R&D and automation to enhance the manufacturing efficiencies, debt servicing, reduction of the non-core expenses and improving operational efficiencies to conserve cash flows for the debt servicing, improving EBITDA by increasing the capacity utilization and the sales. Please provide details of the parties in the current and non-current liabilities. Please let me know the details of our contingent liabilities. Contingent liabilities have reduced from 1701 lakhs previous year to 978 lakhs in the current year. The details which can be found in our annual statement. What are the management efforts to reduce the expenses, legal, professional charges and audit fees? Legal and professional charges have been largely same as 163 lakhs during the year ended March 2025, increasing marginally 160 lakhs in the previous financial year. However, the company makes each expenditure with careful consideration and scrutiny as a part of administrative costs. It is implied that these expenses are controlled through proper governance and selectivity in professional services engagement to align with the business needs and statutory compliances. The statutory audit fee and other auditor fees have remained stable year on year, demonstrate stable contract period and fixed fee arrangements with the auditors without escalating the cost. The company likely keeps audit fees in check by maintaining clear documentation, timely filings, and robust internal controls to facilitate efficient audit that requires less time, thereby minimizing the fees. The company works through regulatory and legal frameworks to manage the cost and avoid excessive legal expenditures. Where do you see the industry in the next 3 years and where our company will be placed within the industry as other players are more proactive and prudent? Indian food processing industry is expected to grow at a CAGR of 8.38% in the next 4 to 5 years. In view of the expected better capacity utilization, expanding market and innovative products, we are expecting ourselves to be in the far better position. And currently itself, we are in the leading position as far as freeze drying is concerned, as we are one of the largest in India in terms of the capacities. Now I request Mr. S.P. Gupta to have the speakers unmuted. Sorry. Sorry.
Yes,
Sir.
Mr. Gaurav, please, speakers, please.
Okay, sir. Our first speaker shareholder is Mr. Ajay Kumar Jain. Mr. Ajay Kumar Jain is not present. Our next speaker shareholder is Mr. Manjeet Singh.
Yes.
Mr. Manjeet Singh is also not present.
Okay, next.
Our next speaker shareholder is Mr. Bharat Raj K. He is also not present.
Okay, next.
And our last speaker shareholder is also not present.
Okay.
You can move forward.
Okay. Moving earlier, members may note that e-vote facility will remain open for 30 minutes after close of the meeting. If their votes are required to do so, the results of the voting will be declared by posting the same on the company's website, stock exchange. I thank all the shareholders, directors, and stakeholders who have taken the time to attend this meeting through video conferencing. The board and the management of the company wish you to stay healthy and safe. Thank you.
Opportunity, and we look forward for the next financial year on a positive note. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Gaurav.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Session will remain for 30 minutes.
Okay.
You may leave now.
Sure.